Let's go here. Let's watch this.
Gustavo Murad just
Online chess
subscribed.
match for charity between Vishwanath and Anand and Indian celebrities was expected to lead to a quick win, of course, for the 5-time world champion and plenty of funds. But the event plunged into a controversy because Anand was stunned during the chess event and forced to resign against Nikhil Kamath, co-founder of online stock brokerage firm Zerodha. Now, the Grandmaster found moves by the novice chess player as stunningly flawless. The result immediately raised suspicion that something was amiss. It simply didn't add up. Anand was quoted as saying that he could not detect a single mistake in the moves. Later, the entrepreneur tweeted, confessing that he took help from chess analysts and also from computers. He said that it was just a fun game in his head and he was just playing to raise funds. He did, however, apologize and say that there's no excuse for what he did. Nikhil has now been banned by one chess platform. And with that story, I'm slipping into a short break here on India's Agenda. We'll be right back on the other side of a short break with all the updates that you need to know on the coronavirus crisis.
Wow. Okay. So all right, you guys. So to sort of clarify, what happened is there was a charity fundraiser for COVID in India, and Vishwanath and Anand played against several different players. Apparently, a couple others were accused of cheating as well. But basically, this Indian billionaire, he cheated in his game against Anand. He basically admitted it. And so it's kind of just, I guess, this short little wrap up. Cheating for fun, obviously, yeah. Cheating for fun, I mean, of course, very suspect to put it mildly. But I thought I would just cover this a little bit. Again, I have not seen any of this stuff. So give me 1 second while I scroll back up. Okay, so what else do we have? We have this. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, let me change the scene. Here we go. Wait, wrong scene. Let's go here. All right, so what is this? This was a statement from Chess.com India. It says, regarding the games played in the Vishy Anand Simul for charity, as well as with full cooperation of Vishy Anand, Chess.com has elected to reopen all of the accounts in question during the event, given the forthcoming cooperation of the players and the clarification that not all the rules were properly understood. Neither Chess.com nor Anand himself see any reason to uphold the matter anymore. General note per Chess.com rules found here at support Chess.com. Unrated games as such that were played in the event are not always played within the same parameters. Anand, as the simul giver, has expressed no interest in further pursuing the matter. While he wants clearly expressed that he does not endorse the use of non-approved assistance in chess, he agrees fully that the games were played in good faith for the fun and good intentions of the charitable efforts and wishes the matter be put to rest. Okay. Where do I even start with? I'm gonna start with the first thing, which is that to me this is a very slippery slope. Kind of this to me this is insane. This is just insane that basically when you start to say that it's like the rules were not understood. I mean, I'm sorry, but you know, if you get banned for cheating on chess.com, I'm pretty sure you're banned for good. There's no undoing it. So that's the first thing I would say. I mean, like, to me, this is very, I don't know. I mean, I understand Anand not wanting to make a big deal out of it, but chess.com feels like they're essentially giving, they're sort of just, they're trying to find a reason not to kind of like, not to keep them banned. Yet, if you're caught cheating, rated or unrated, and I'll give you another example. I know people have cheated against me, for example, in various simul things I've done. The audio level is peaking. Oh, sorry. Maybe I should turn it down a little bit. I'll turn it down just a touch. Okay. I think that's better. I could add a filter too, but I think that's fine. Yeah. So what I would say, what I would say is that it seems weird because I feel like there have been people who have been caught cheating against me in simuls and so forth, and kind of, I don't know. I don't think they get unbanned, so I don't really buy this. I don't really buy it. It seems they completely knew what they were doing, and it just feels like there's some kind of slap on the wrist. Even if their accounts are banned, it would not make a difference since none of them would ever play chess again. I guess, but okay, you want me to check the top comment? Okay, is this the top comment? This is from T-Boat. This is from T-Boat, I think I'm pronouncing it correctly, T-Boat D, who I believe is he's the founder and creator of Lee Chess. He says, for a moment, I thought the rules would be the same for billionaires. I was naive. They can cheat. Well, you know, we all know that I'm definitely associated with chess.com, but I have to say I kind of agree with T-Boat here. I actually do agree with him. I kind of think it's insane that this just seems insane. It seems completely insane to just find a way kind of to not you know, sort of an excuse, just an excuse. That's what it says. TOS says cheating and unrated is bannable. Well, I mean, that's not surprising. But yeah, I would say that it's very clear to me that this is just ridiculous. Now who knows what happened or didn't happen behind the scenes, but I just, if someone cheats in a game of chess, you can't have a separate set of rules, just because they happen to have a lot of money. I mean, you can't. So that's what I would say. Like, I guarantee you, if this was someone who's not a prominence, they would have stayed banned, plain and simple. That's all that needs to be said. So that's the first thing that I would say in regards to this. Is that it's insane to have to have double standards. Completely wrong. So I think there are a couple other tweets that I was going to pull up as well. Let me see. What is this tweet? This is a tweet from Simon Williams. This is a Ginger GM, a Grandmaster from England, and he writes, so a group of highly intelligent, self-made millionaires were not aware that cheating isn't allowed. Oh my gosh, wow. That's, yeah, I mean, I this is just weird to me looking at this, but I disagree, honestly. I agree. You can't have two sets of rules. Like, I'll give you another example. So there have been a couple of grandmasters prominent grandmasters, I would say, who've been banned on Lichess for cheating. And again, there have been disputes and all these other things. But it's not like, you're going to say that something like that, you can keep someone banned, but then something happens with someone who happens to be prominent and you unban. Like, I don't know. It just seems wrong to me. It seems very wrong to have a second set of standards. Also, the other thing that I would say as well, that really bothers me about this is if you read the tweets from the guy himself, he never really apologized. So he's like, "Oh, it's just all in good fun." He makes a joke. He makes a joke and a mockery out of the situation. He makes a joke and a mockery out of it, and then kind of everyone's like, "Oh, it's okay." Like, he doesn't go out and say, "Yes, I knew it was wrong. What I did was wrong 100%. I never should have done it." It's like, "Oh, it's fun. It's all in good fun. It's a nice big joke." And so it's just, yeah. And that's my biggest problem with this in general, is that it was not a real apology, in my opinion. Okay, so I think that, let me see, what else do we have? We have this tweet, which was also from Tanja, as well. So what was this tweet? Some of you are asking why all this was not expressed during the stream. The quality of the play was shockingly high, but as the host chess player without factual knowledge or solid proof, I would not imply or accuse anyone of cheating on a live charity stream or any public forum. All right. So yeah, I mean, I actually, in terms of what Tanja says, that's very good. Although, the funny thing is, when I watch a little bit of the stream, it did seem like Samay and Tanja pretty clearly did believe. Oh, actually, there's a little clip. Let me watch this clip. What's this clip? Let's watch it.
In this game, guys, in this game, Nikhil is completely winning position against Vishwanathan Anand. Can you believe it?
Nine.
J0 and _P. I cannot believe it. And
that's a good one.
I mean,
that's a good one. That's great. I like it. That's awesome. That's really, really good. Azan bottom right. No, it's not Azan. But anyway, good one. No, but I mean, even Samay, you can hear it and you can tell. It's like he knows that it's not happening. All right. So what else do we have? We have another one. Too bad Bill Gates was not aware of the billionaire club rule back then. Engine help allowed. Okay, this is also a good one, because this was the Bill Gates, when Bill Gates played against Magnus Carlsen. They played a match on TV, and I mean, obviously Magnus won the game very easily, but still, yeah, very oh, I didn't finish the clip. Very, very suspect. I didn't finish the clip.
I'm just in shock about what is going on here.
Wait.
I cannot believe it. And the point, I mean, I'm just in shock about what is going on
I am
here.
in shock about this. This guy is
a cheater. Queen,
guys,
check.
in this game,
Did they just clip something at the very end of that to say he's a cheater? Wait, let me go back and listen again.
I mean, I'm just in shock about what is going on
I am
here.
in shock about this. This guy is
A cheater.
Queen.
That was like TTS. That was TTS, a cheater. Oh my god, that is so good. That is so good. That's like the best thing ever. Wow, that's really well done. I like it. Yeah, it's just that edit. A cheater, a cheater.
That's just
but yeah,
disrespect to the game.
what
to
I would
cheat
say
like
about
that.
this in general, though, is that, I mean, to me, again, it's not good for the game. And sort of when someone gets a slap on the wrist, it also kind of, I think, then like it really, it's outrageous, because the number one thing in chess is supposed to be a game of, you know, the best player wins, best players play, and whoever comes up with the better ideas wins the game. And sort of when you have the cheating aspect and sort of you slap someone on the wrist of it because of their position, it really sets a very bad precedent, in my opinion. And additionally, the other thing that I would say about it is that the other thing that I would say about it as well is, you know, at the very least, you know, some form of apology. The guy's a billionaire. He could at least like make a significant donation, I think, to the charity as well. So that's just what I would say in general about this. Am I mad? I am actually I'm not mad, but I'm kind of bothered by it. Quite bothered by it, to be honest. But yeah, it's what it is. Why am I not following Tanja? I actually don't know. I'll follow her. Yeah, there you go. I followed her. Anyway, he gave $700. Wait, he gave $700? Wow. Yeah, well, you know, it's I mean, yeah, it's disappointing. Disappointing, to put it mildly. And I really hope that you don't see this happen again, because I think, I mean, it seems very clear why this decision was made, and you know, the issue kind of is in the past, but I'm outraged by it. I am. I feel like, you know, if someone cheats, like, you know, why is it that this guy, for example, gets a pass, and then someone else will like get banned online or over the board for forever? Like, I don't know. It really does bother me, though, because that's the number one thing in chess that you cannot have. You cannot have you cannot have cheating, plain and simple. So if you unban one person, you might as well unban everyone else. Well, it's like I said. So let me give you guys an example. A perfect example, as I was saying earlier, is that if I play against for example, someone in a simul, if I do a simultaneous exhibition and somebody basically cheats against me and their account gets banned, they're not getting a pass because it was unrated, or they supposedly didn't understand. You know, it's not like they don't get some pass because they didn't understand the rules or these sorts of things. But it's just, yeah, there shouldn't be double standards, plain and simple. It shouldn't matter. If you cheat, you cheat. That's it. Out the door. So that's all that I think I really need to say on the topic for right now. He never claimed to not be cheating, or the difference is the classic cheaters are doing it on purpose to try not to get caught. Well, he didn't apologize either. He basically said, like, you know, I cheated. I thought it was a joke. That's what he said. So yeah, that's my little take on this. Obviously very disappointing. How would I react if I was playing instead of Vishy? I mean, probably I'd react the same way. I would be very disappointed, honestly. I would be disappointed, and that's that. I would just be disappointed. I'd be disappointed, and then beyond that, like, if someone's like trying to get unbanned, I would have the exact opposite attitude, which is that, like, I mean, how can you unban someone for cheating? Like, it's like the one thing, the cardinal sin in the game of chess, that just you can't do it. So for me, I would just be like, okay, it's what it is, kind of. It makes me very disappointed that people in chess would attempt to do this. But I would also say that beyond that, I'd be like, well, I mean, you just shouldn't unban anyone. How would Kasparov react? Kasparov would have a very different reaction. That's all that needs to be said. So anyway, yeah, very disappointing though. I'm very disappointed in what happened. So that's that. Gary Chess, yeah, Gary Chess would not be happy. He would not be happy. So anyway, that was just a little bit of a react that I want to start with. But it's very odd that somehow I see some of these replies, and I agree with them. So I guess it's in the past now, but I do hope that, I really hope that people learn something from this. But on the other hand, I don't know. I don't know. Now that I think about it, if someone plays in a charity simul, like after what happened, why wouldn't they be like, oh yeah, I can just do it, and I'll get a rise out of the person. They'll be really upset about losing the game and be like, okay, yeah, and then afterwards they're gonna they'll unban me because I didn't understand the rules. Like it sets a very, I mean, it really becomes a slippery slope, I think. So I don't know. I don't know. It actually it really does bother me. It does bother me. So in your next sub battle, I will cheat and say I don't understand because it's unrated. Well, this is what I'm saying. Now it becomes a problem because like, how can you do this and then move forward from it after this? If it happens once, it will happen again, maybe. So yeah, very disappointing. Very disappointing. So I didn't know you were allowed to cheat, bro. Yeah. Value shouldn't be mixed with monetary incentives. Yeah, look at the 2 tweets above. Let's see, what do we have? We have this one. We have this Vishy tweet. What is this one? It's time to move on and get closure on this. I mean, from a Anand standpoint, I totally get it, obviously. It's not his decision to make, so of course, I mean, everybody wants to move on, and I mean, I understand his take, obviously. But I mean, I think at the end of the day, it's on chess.com. I mean, why did they unban these accounts? They should not have. So, yeah. Anyway, I don't get Anand stamp. Yeah, but the thing with Anand is like, what can Anand do? First of all, it's not his platform, it's chess.com. They make their own decisions independently. Like, so how can he really like, I mean, what is he going to say? He's going to say like, I mean, you're saying he's going to be like unban, I mean, like unban the guy, kind of. I mean, maybe he can say that, but I don't know. It just seems like a icky situation. So that's what I would say. Anyway, yeah. Billionaires are allowed to cheat. I mean, yeah. I mean, for Anand, it's probably just like doesn't. Yeah. I mean, why do you want to be involved? Nothing good. There's nothing good that can come out of this at this point. But I think it's on chess.com 100%. So that's what I would say. First comment sums it all, sir. You're a gentleman. You have a big heart, so you can pardon him and let go of this cheating act. However, I'm his customer. And I need to have faith on zero DHA online before making an investment. Now, how can I trust the platform and brand where he's sitting at the top? Okay. Wow. Yeah, true. I cannot speak ill of chess.com. Funny, very funny. I'm gonna give my honest take. I mean, I'm just gonna give my honest take, plain and simple. Cheating is just, you cannot cheat. That's all that needs to be said. I think again, it's very difficult because you kind of have to blur the lines at times for like whoever does it, of course. But I mean, the thing is that, again, like, the thing is, look at Igor's Rousas, a grandmaster from Latvia, I believe, or maybe he represents France, I'm not sure. But anyway, you look at him, he gets banned for life, like 0 tolerance, banned, no takebacks whatsoever. You look at like online, you see like some of these grandmasters, they get banned on Lead Chess or chess.com. There's no take back. You don't get to come back. So to me, it's really it's like, if you're gonna have 0 tolerance, then like, how does someone who like, how do you have a double standard here? You just can't have a double standard. The other thing that I would say, also someone mentioned this, was it's very odd to me that actually someone brings up a perfect example. There's an example of Tigran Petrosian who, again, according to chess.com, he cheated in the Pro Chess League online. And he's kind of allowed to play FIDE events, and so forth, but he was banned on chess.com, is my understanding. And this guy who cheated just as much, he's not banned forever. Like there's no like harsh statement that you're done forever. So 0 tolerance doesn't apply to billionaires. Is Tigran Petrosian playing in Vegas tomorrow with Levy? He's playing in Vegas tomorrow with Levy and Eric Rosen and everybody else. Okay, that's actually hilarious. That's awesome. That's just awesome. What can I say? I mean, again, just a world full of double standards, and just sets a very bad example. It really does set a very bad example, and I hope that we don't see this happen again. But unfortunately, now I think it's almost guaranteed we're gonna see this happen again. Is what I would say. So, Levy is scared that Tigran will confront him about something he said on stream. Aha, really? Okay. Well, I would hope that's not the case, but on the other hand, I wouldn't be surprised either. It's so what one can hope not. So yeah. Anyway, reminds me of saying, what's the question? The answer is money. I mean, who knows? I don't know. But has anyone ever cheated versus you? Oh yeah, many times. Many times. I mean, it's happened in Arena Kings, for example. I'm almost certain it's happened in Title Tuesday. It's definitely happened in a sim or two I've done in the past. Like, I mean, so it's happened many times to me, and people don't get a magic take back for it. There's no like, oh I cheated. Or it's like there's no like, oh I cheated and they're back. Like, it's not misunderstanding the rules. You're just banned. So. I mean, I don't know. It's very icky, and you can't do it. You can't do it. We should accept that cheating is a part of the game with online. Absolutely, I absolutely 150% do not agree with that statement at all. If you're gonna say that cheating is okay, cheating is never okay. It does not matter what it is in. It does not matter what sport, what game it is. It should not be allowed. Basically, the way that you prevent it is you just ban people permanently. That's it. You just ban people permanently. No sort of no ifs, ands, or buts. That's what I would say. You cannot say it's part of cheating. If you say it's part of cheating, again, you're diminishing the game of chess. You're just diminishing chess immensely if you say, oh yeah, it's just part of the thing. It just happens online. No, it doesn't happen online. You just have to ban people. It's so simple to make another account, though. I'm pretty sure there are IP things and other things as well that are that come into play. But yeah, I just mean, you can't ever say that it's okay. It is okay in zero circumstances. Organizers should have made sure that no one can cheat. I mean, I guess you could say, yeah, it's on chess.com, but again, it's a charity. I mean, you're really going to require people to have like 2 or 3 webcams on? I mean, I don't know. It seems kind of it's for charity. I mean, that's the other problem with it. It's a charity event. It's like, it's for a good cause. Like, you're just playing, you get to play against the former world champion. Like, it's for a great cause. Like, are you really going to require people to be out of their mind, like serious about it? I mean, you have to have some faith in humans, right? I mean, you have to have some faith in humans, but yeah, I can't really, get behind it. So, okay. What did Anish say? Anish said something as well. Okay, what did Anish tweet? Anish tweeted something. What did he say? Okay. What did Anish tweet? Well, I don't see it. Someone said Anish tweeted something. Did he tweet something, or did I miss it? I mean, I scroll down. Where is it? Yeah, I don't see it. It's an achievement. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I don't see anything further. But anyway, yeah. So what I would say though is just 3 people cheat in the same event is very suspect. Well, okay, but here's the thing though, Quick Oats. This kind of proves the point though. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do with the other 2 people who cheated? What are you gonna do? The other 2 people who cheated, because now the problem is they could have knowingly cheated, fully intending to cheat, and then what happens? You can't ban them, because if you ban them, then you have to ban the other guy. You can't leave them unbanned, or leave them banned, but leave the other guy unbanned. So you basically have to acknowledge that all 3 people who cheated, you have to unban all of them. Like, that's the problem. You can't really you can't really do anything. So yeah. Anyway, someone gave me a tweet to the Anish tweet. Let me make sure. Is this one? Yeah, let's see. As for cheating, jokes aside, there are billions of reasons not to do so and 0 to do so. So I just never get it. Of course, 100% agree with Anish. Absolutely. It's yeah, plain and simple. Absolutely. So yeah, like, it's yeah, there's just no reason, plain and simple. And I'm very kind of disappointed to see to see the actions that were taken. All right, so that's all I think we're going to cover.